Hello and welcome to another episode here on Settra, episode 16, and we have King Rakash going to attack an army of the Slaanesh, actually, the Rapturous Excess. So yeah, let's try against an army of Slaanesh, how our armies will deal. So front line, of course, and then two separate chariots. I could have mixed chariots, but I kind of like the idea of having just to control the skirmishing away on one side compared to having to control on both sides, you know. So I'm going to have the skirmishers on one side, and I'm going to try to create a kill zone there so that then my chariots can come in from the other side. And here we go with some skirmishing. I couldn't explain properly the deployment, but I hope you're used to how I explain things right now. I'm trying to get... The biggest problem with Slaanesh is that their units are so fast that they can dodge the artillery, especially on very hard battle difficulty, which this is. So they are dodging my artillery, they're kind of dodging a little bit of my missiles here, but at least it's causing them to go on a disarray. And this is a wrong move by them. They've just moved this cavalry into range of my chariots, and I can safely go in because I have the Cameron War Sphinx in case anyone big comes around. So I know that my chariots are not anti-large, but they will do just fine against these guys, especially in numbers. Okay. And yep, now that they're fleeing, I'm even attacking spear units, so the good thing is that they are not racing, so I can do this. And my Cambrian War Sphinx has also come in to attack. So overall this was a nice result, and I'm now engulfing them. It's just keeping the movement, ensuring that you move through with your chariots and then reassess and plan out. Like that cavalry unit just went dead so fast. Biggest problem of Slaanesh is how fast they are, really. It's just... The front line immediately was under attack. You know, we don't have the time on the flanks to do too much. So I was very glad that I could finish off one of their cavalry units before this main engagement. And if I just leave them here, they will go punch through my line. It's one of those things like you say, oh, Slaanesh's infantry is about flanking. No, they can punch through. They can. They have very tough infantry. So I gotta be careful here. And I have to plan out a really fast surround of that front line. Otherwise, my tomb guards will gonna fall, you know? So this is it. I'm now sending my units as fast as possible. Even before finishing off the enemy on the flanks, I have to already be flanking in towards the middle. Because, yeah, so you gotta be as fast as Slaanesh here. You gotta be really fast dealing with the flanks. Oh, I haven't dealt entirely. Doesn't matter. Just go into a hammer and anvil. You know, deal some damage to these guys as fast as possible so they can start going away. And just as fast as it began, as fast it goes away. That's a victory, but look at the damage in just so little time. They do a ton of damage actually to us, especially those demonettes. So that was a victory. That's good. That's cool, and I believe that's great because right now it just secures me to go and conquer these lands from Tzeentch. Yep. I'm tempted to even go income, but no. Growth and casualty replenishment rate would be nice actually, and corruption control would be nice. But I'm saying just more Shabti is good as well. So, King Wakaf almost about to get his final army, actually. Turned 73 and he's about to get his final army. That was the third army that I got. But, you know, you can do a lot even with armies that are not exactly, you know, composition-wise proper. And that's... He's still using some units that were from my initial... stuff, which is good. It's kind of fine. I'm just deploying some of these armies here. I don't have salt. I would love to have some Lich Priests, so I have to conquer that area. But I'm just deploying these guys and thinking maybe I'd betray the Orion, the Wood Elves down there. Maybe I go after Thoric, but I'm very almost certain that the Greenskins are going to go to war with the Thoric. So I kind of want him to you know, be on their way. You know, maybe they can win. Maybe they can create a stalemate situation. That would be perfect, actually. We get Settra with more spells, and we get a little bit better melee for our Necrotect here. Necrotects are amazing at getting, you know, a lot of value from constructs. Let's get Reanimate and Unfading Memory. There we go. It's kind of silly because where I see the full plate armor, it sounds like it's the one for infantry, and I think I've made that mistake in one lord at least. Because it's always, oh yeah, the armor means the infantry, and it isn't. It's for the cavalry. Okay, let's get a port here, and let's get just them. Right now I'm going either chariots, either tomb guards, either anything, just to increase the overall amount of units that I can have. Oh, Avalorn, I can get some trade going. Can I still get with Avalorn? No. Well, maybe next turn. Yeah, I could get a peace deal with the Oracles of Tzeentch, but I think I'm going to capture this and then proceed over there and then just peace out with Tzeentch, or maybe conquer here. But I don't know if there's Skaven there. There's likely Skaven there. There's no point. I mean, is the AI not capturing ruins? What's happening here? There's got to be Skaven there. And the Tzeentch corruption, yeah, the fact that it isn't completely Tzeentch corruption for me implies that there's Skaven. So King Wakaf is now building his final army, finally. So getting a few Tomb Guard halberds, that's good. He has already Lich Priest, that's nice. And King Agatep is the one left with everything that is not an army. So far, so good. I still need an army based on skeleton archers and horsemen, actually. So let's find out if there's Skaven here. I'm almost sure, because I remember that Clan Pestilence was really powerful. Wanna bet? Yep, I guessed it. Whenever there's ruins, guys, at this stage in the game, it's not a ruin. It's just Skaven. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. The yes dudes. Okay, so Settra, I can leave this area. It doesn't seem that like he has an army there, so I can leave that area and maybe have a border with them. And for that should be fine. You know, a cool thing about Tomb Kings having so much gold is that you can give, this will happen later in the episode if not mistaken, is that they'll demand a gift, and I'm like, yeah, sure, have some gold. I have nothing to do with it. And it's much better to give like 4,000 or 3,000 gold or whatever they ask for peace than anything else, you know? All right. I think cunning is good. I always like having that. Let's get Root Marcher. And yeah, what can I get? Do I get the Tomb Guards and Chariots? I think so. And then I'll gift that army to the Chariot dude. I think so. Maybe I get some Skeleton Archers there too. Or I could go with that army, you know, with Skeleton Horse Archers and Necropolis Knights and stuff. Or some Bone Giants. What type of army do I want there? I think I'll go 3 Cameron War Sphinx and the Skeleton Chariots. Yeah. Because remember, the Cameron War Sphinx has the same red line skills as the Chariots, so they combine really well. And then the Tomb Guards, and you have like 6 skills, and you have a ton of good units that can, you know, synergize really well with one another. Do I want to unlock a new capacity for Necrotects? Yes, I do. Apparently. Oh, I always like those. Yeah, he's a Serpent Carver. That's good. Necrotex just unlocks so much, so many units. It's really cool now. I'm gonna rename him to Senna's Necrotect. There we go. That's how you spell it, right? I think so. So, do I have anything else? I was thinking on betraying these guys, and then I'm thinking maybe I just go against the Bretonnians instead. It's gonna have to... It's gonna matter whether, you know, Thorek goes to war with some other people. So, at this moment, we're just realizing who's at war. They don't have any wars. And when I go to declare war, it tells me that it's considered an act of treachery. And I'm like, I don't have any treaties with them, do I? I have a trade treaty, and that's the problem. Yeah, I have a trade treaty. So I would have to break the trade treaty, spend 10 turns. So for that, I think they're going to get killed by someone else, that's for sure. Maybe Thorek will attack them and destroy them. So I'm just going to focus on going against the Bretonnians because I want that land. Not that they are damaging or anything like that. They are not. But I'm territorial like that. We're Tomb Kings. Now that I've dealt with Zinj, it's time to actually fulfill and conquer the whole Arabic, let's say, peninsula there. So just getting some tomb gods, maybe a couple of skeleton archers there, or just more chariots. A couple of skeleton archers could do, you know. Yeah, a couple of skeleton archers to shoot down flyers or anything like that, or help out. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And sometimes I miss those out. I could get some giants there. I wonder. Because what I want is actually a couple more skeleton chariot archers, you know, and I don't have the capacity, so I have to wait until some more buildings are constructed, and therefore just, well, I'll just wait. I could get the control here. It's imminent rebellion here. I wonder if I should do that. Because the corruption, that's the problem. If it spreads the corruption, that's the big case. Okay. So Settra is going up. He likely will land on the Great Desert of Araby. And now there's that I've deployed here. I'm thinking, yeah, there's a ton of armies to go through, but it seems like they're mostly infantry, which is good. My tomb guards can deal with those.
We have met before.
You know, and my chariots can certainly deal with them. So I'm feeling pretty confident here. There's a lot of artillery. That's the problem. The artillery, because how the Bretonnian armies work, it's kind of like easier to go through the infantry lines. But if they have so much infantry, then it's a problem. But if they don't have a lot of cavalry, then that's fine. Which is, it seems like he's doing mostly peasant armies, based off Reponses, of course. Reponses kind of likes to go infantry heavy. So if they're going like that, it's kind of fine for me. Because my infantry completely outclasses it. Well, not completely. They're better. My infantry is better a little bit. Especially the halberds can deal with a ton of their units. Yeah, I need that salt over there, and it's gonna be a problem. But still, we are gonna have some battles here. I mean, maybe not. Maybe I can just let's see if it's decisive. If it is, then I want to make a siege again, especially because I'm not too eager on fighting. No, let's siege. Yeah, I can only get reinforcements if I siege. I'm not too eager on fighting against this on a siege here, but maybe I can wait. Yeah, I can auto-resolve it, or I can wait and see if they would come out. Because that army, yeah, it's kind of funny to deal with offside of the siege, you know? So that would be a nice one, likely on the next episode or something like that, depending on whether or not they attack and if it's cool. Very well, we have what we wanted. So this will belong to Thorek, so he's at war with the Greenskins. And because of that, I kind of hope that Thorek holds on for enough time for me to deal with the Bretonnians, actually. Yeah, I could get a peace deal here, but it's fine. Because by then... I got a short victory by conquering that. Yep. So what did I want? As I was saying, I feel like I can finish off on the Chaos Wastes. You know, I already got a peace deal with Zinj, and I think I can safely go back with these troops to recapture anything that the Greenskins get from Thorek. You know. So Thorek is likely going to get destroyed by the Greenskins, but by then I should have complete control over the Bretonnian lands. So that's the idea. While the Greenskins are busy with Thorek, I'm going to attack the Bretonnians, gather all of that, and then quickly move my forces to defend against the Greenskins. And that is going to be the main battle of this campaign. That's going to be my end game, fighting the Gorbad Ironclaw. And the good thing is that he's going to likely be in trouble. Oh, this seems cool. Yeah, this seems a good Tomb Prince doing. So the good thing about this is that Gorbad likely has enemies on the other side as well. So that I'm anticipating that it's going to be a better one. So I need, of course, 30 more settlements, but I need to hold those 11, those specific ones, to get the long victory. And yep. Okay, I can get this into the patronage. Or I can get this into more patronage. And I like that I have local recruitment there. So what can I get? Yeah, melee for Shabti. That sounds nice. I have a couple of armies doing that. So that's cool. So I already got Resurrect. Such a wonderful ability, by the way. Especially for the end of the battle, you know. So I can get Dune Rider. No, what do I get? I got the Blessing of the Asps. Yeah, that's for the missiles. That's for the infantry. I got everything. That's okay. Ancient Tyrants. That's cool because of the casualties. It's always... I haven't sacked settlements. You know, it's not really that important. Okay. Because I always have enough money. At this moment in time, that's the biggest weakness I find in the economy for the Tomb Kings. They just get enough money at one point and then they don't use it for anything. Because money is strictly for armies. And when you have enough armies, when you don't have upkeep, you know, that's causing the issue. So I would love if the Tomb Kings would get, for instance, an upkeep only for the armies that are not from dynasties. So that would focus you a little bit better on how to do things, you know. But yeah, it may be unlawful, so yeah. After all, these are all resurrected, you know. And already paid a lot in advance, you know. That's a lot of gold that you pay to unlock a dynasty. So it's kind of like upkeep in advance. Because in essence, that's what it is. Okay, so that's good news. I don't see a lot of armies here. That's good. That means I push through 4 armies. Yeah, and that should be fine. Let's get a Lich Priest. Wrathful is good. Oh, that would be nice. Master Ceremony. That would be nice as well for leading a chariot-based army too. But I want the strong. I want the strong. It's always good to ensure that it survives a little bit more. Let's get Life Leeching and Soul Blight, and then the Purple Sun. Yeah, there we go. Right, King Lamizas and others will attack the Bretonnians on the next episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.